As I think about some of my favorite memories playing basketball, I think of when I was a kid. It's one for one. I think when I was 9 or 10 years old, I'm going into third or fourth grade, and I'm playing with three of my buddies in a 3-on-3 tournament locally. It's called the Sugar Smasher, part of the Sugar Festival, 2 for 2. And just the joy of doing something I love with my friends and experiencing some success for the first time that wasn't 3 for 3 playing against, kids from my school. I was playing against, kids from all over the place. And I try to remind myself of that because so many times as 3 for 4 coaches and parents, we can get caught up in, what's next, or just always wanting more, always wanting better. And, as I think about my basketball career, 4 for 5, a lot of my best memories weren't necessarily tied into how good of a basketball player I was or how great I necessarily 5 for 6 even performed. It was just about the love, the joy, the excitement of doing something in a competitive environment. And one thing that always comes back 6 for 7 is I was doing it with people I cared about. And so I try to remind myself of that 7 for 8 as a parent, because, coaching my daughter's team, so much of me is like, how good can I get these players? How good can I get her 8 for 9? And we're thinking about the future. And, I'm thinking back to when I was her age. Some of my best memories playing basketball were when I was her age, and just a little kid who loved to play basketball with their friends. And I don't want to lose that 9 for 10. And I certainly don't want to take that away from my child, because these could be some of the best memories that she has playing basketball. And so I'm trying to take what I'm learning 10 for 11 as a parent and apply that a little bit more to my coaching and my training programs, because these can also be some of the best experiences for these kids playing ball. I was at 11 for 12. I was at a high school basketball game, and this adult young lady comes up to me. She's probably in her mid-20s, late 20s, and she comes up and she's like, "Coach, some of my best memories playing basketball." She's like, I just love coming to camp, some of your camps. And it's like, wow, she loved coming to our camps like that. I mean, that's pretty dang, 12 for 13. That's pretty dang awesome. And so, just the impact of doing something 13 for 14 as a group, even when it's not necessarily part of a team, a championship, but just the environment. You give them a good basketball experience. And that's 14 for 15. Some of my greatest memories were just, this was a good overall basketball experience. It wasn't always about winning and losing. It wasn't always about, playing at the highest level. It was a positive basketball experience with people that I, 15 for 16, enjoyed being around. And so, that's my thought with this, shooting quick 20 free throws that's been on my mind lately, 15 for 16, is, how can I continue to put the people I'm around, my daughter, those other kids, 16 for 17, in an environment where they're going to look back 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, say, man, I really enjoyed that moment. It's not always about what's next. It's not always about how good a player or a team may become. It's about doing the best that you can in the given moment and being able to take a deep breath and enjoy the moment. And that's what I think. As I finish up the season coaching up my daughter's youth basketball team, they got a couple weeks left, 18 for 19. So, what are some of your thoughts on this. I'm curious to hear, you know, what are some of your favorite basketball memories? Because 19 for 20, because like I said, for me, going into 3rd or 4th grade, winning the local 3-on-3 tournament, having fun with my friends, and experiencing some competition and success for the first time is still one of my greatest memories playing ball.